Hey guys, welcome back to Overtakes. I'm Kel.
And this is Misfit.
And we are here with our Stage 4 preview. So this is the final stage of the Overwatch League Season 1. So this is going to be the next team, that's Philadelphia Fusion. This team might be in trouble.
Yeah.
Because they are so heavily built around Tracer, and they have two phenomenal Tracer specialists.
Yeah, but now...
But how much is that going to do? How much good is that going to do for you?
Now, I'm going to bring up an interesting thing. Mm-hmm. Do you run Shadowburn and EQO as your DPS?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Pharah and, they both...
Like Genji
or Junkrat.
Junkrat, yeah.
Junkrat Pharah. I mean, that's one thing I was thinking. And maybe run Dante on those maps where you can use a lot of Sombra.
Well, that's the other thing is, oh no, they don't have Dante.
Or not Dante, I meant Snillo. I'm sorry, because he plays decent Sombra.
Yeah, that's true. This is going to be an interesting team. I really think that is the big thing, is they do have Carpe, who is a god on Widowmaker. And I really think that will be, if they can make the correct adjustments, they could be a really good team. If they can't make those adjustments, they could be down sitting in 9th place.
Yeah.
In this stage.
And for the stage, and that would knock them out of the playoffs.
Yeah, that would knock them out of the playoffs.
Because their tanks on this meta type of thing, I think their tanks will be okay.
Yeah.
Because Fraggy can play,
Well, this will actually work out really well for Fraggy, because he'll be able to play
some Rhine.
Some Rhine and possibly some Orisa. Like those are the tanks that he's even better at. So I don't think Fraggy will be in any danger at all. And I think the bigger question is Poco, but again, that's just the same with any diva right now. Like,
what do you do with them?
Right. What can they adapt to? Can they play a different character besides just diva?
Yeah, and I think these guys are figuring out the scripts. We'll see what happens on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I think that's when we're going to get our first idea of what's going on. I think they're going to try running some of the Winston diva or maybe Rhine diva, and because EQO does run a good Zarya.
Yeah.
He has a Sinatra like Zarya. Because he's a stupid player. I mean, he's not stupid and bad, stupid, just unbelievable.
Yeah.
But what is Poco's other heroes? See, it's the thing.
Really don't know all that much.
I mean, we've seen a lot of videos on how much he works on diva.
Yeah.
Do you take him out?
Right.
Do you take him out?
Somebody else in? Do you put in one of your backup guys to?
Yeah. I mean,
try and take care of that. I don't know.
Yeah. That's the thing. Where do you go?
Do you have somebody else play?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this is the team with the biggest question mark, and I think they are the biggest boom or bust. If they can adapt correctly, I think they are dominant.
Yeah.
If they can't, then they just fall, and they fall hard.
Yeah, because if they can't adjust, if the tank thing gets... Well, everybody's assuming where we're going with this meta. We're not the only ones that are questioning whether Diva or Winston is going to be viable.
Right.
It's a legitimate question as to what's going to happen. It actually would have been worse if the Hanzo change came in for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be honest. I mean, because you can just pump 6 arrows into Diva's mech and she's out and dead.
Yeah, for sure. So that'll be a big question mark team. So then moving on to Houston.
Who is kind of in the same boat as Philly if they can work into this meta.
Yes. But I think Houston has a better chance of working into this meta because their play style just matches that, just that sludgy, grinded out mentality. I think this meta really helps them a lot.
Yeah, it does.
In that sense.
You can run Jake and Lynx will be fine on this.
Because they don't have to run Tracer.
Right. And on the maps where you can run Tracer, Jake's gotten good enough.
Yeah, that he can make it work.
Right, you can make it work. But in the metas where you have to have a Tracer player on the field pretty much 90%
that is
of the time.
A carry, yeah, they just can't.
Yeah, it doesn't work for them. But he can, on this map pool, he can carry on Junkrat in probably 3 of the maps that are on there. 4.
Oh, easily.
Because you got Horizon, you got Blizzard World to an extent.
Somewhat.
The other...
there's sections of it.
The other hybrid.
King's Row.
And
then also, going off of that, because, with those... It's also going to open it up for their tanks.
Yeah.
Because Muma is a phenomenal Orisa.
And Rhine.
And Reinhardt. And I think that's really going to help them out a lot. Again, question is the diva.
Yeah.
Will they be able to play Brigitte? Will they be able to play...
Yeah. Cool Matt is kind of like Spree. He has a good Zarya.
Yeah.
The thing is then what do you do with... Do you going to put Spree in and have... Maybe he plays Brigitte?
Right.
Or Cool Matt plays Brigitte, and...
I could definitely see Spree playing Brigitte, but at the same time, that's a good problem to have. When you have two people who possibly could play that same character and have similar hero pools, I mean, that's just going to benefit you even more. And
you also have Fact Fiction, who's also a good main tank.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there are certain things, like, I'm sure, like, King's Row, you're going to see Muma.
For sure.
You know, probably Horizon, you know, and the other maps, you know, it's up in the air. You probably can run Fact Fiction on a couple of them. Mm-hmm. You know, if you needed to Winston a little bit more kind of thing, you know, because their Winstons are about the same, I think.
Yeah. I do think, I don't know, Houston's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Their supports are odd.
The really big tough.
That's the thing with me. It's like, they're not bad, but they're not great. I don't know what to say.
I like Raucus a lot, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough. Same with Bonnie. Like, I just don't know if that's going to be enough to put them over the top.
And Boink, I mean.
And Boink, yeah.
And those guys, I mean, they have decent Mercy. Those two guys are decent at Mercy. Bonnie's actually been better at Mercy recently.
Yeah.
But like Boink, you're going to probably run him on Horizon if you're going to run the Slambulance Meatball.
Yeah.
Because his Lucio's better than Bonnie's.
Yeah.
And then you just put Raucus on Moira.
Right.
I mean, these things matter.
It's going to be weird.
All maps matter in this one, man.
It really does.
For these teams that we're talking about now, 5 through 8.
Well, also, that's the big thing. Is I think all 4 of these teams play each other in this stage. So really, whoever wins the head-to-head matchups against each other, that's what's really going to win. And that's what this final team, I think, has a chance because of this situation. Because they play, I think they play the Valiant again. They play, I think they play Houston and they play Philly. They play all 3 of those teams.
That are in front of them.
So they have a chance. If they win 2 out of 3 of those, the rest of their schedule is really, really nice for them. And then just the way that the map pool works out for them as well.
Yeah.
I really think that the Gladiators could sneak into that final spot.
I do too. And I think, you know, where it got weird with their DPS, they're in a good spot with them in this map pool.
Yeah.
Because you got Hydration who can do those projectiles. You got Asher when you need Tracer. Even Soldier.
And the way that Surefour has been playing lately.
On Widow. You can't take him off Widow.
No.
And even when he plays like his other heroes too. I mean, he's got a good McCree. Because McCree's going to be big in this. Just to burst down some of that.
Yeah.
That crap.
McCree and Soldier.
And here's another team. Now this is the Diva question.
Yep. Will he be able to do it?
I mean, these guys are good. They might figure out a way to use Diva against, like I said, like I came up with that weird, hey, you run Sombra and Tracer, you hack that Brigitte and chuck a pulse bomb at her, she's dead.
Right.
You ain't got that shield, you're not going to be able to do anything.
Well, they're also not going to run into the situation that you run into in Ladder where people don't want to kill Brigitte's shield for some reason.
Yeah, they try to shoot around it. I
can tell you right now, you put a Brigitte out there and her shield's exposed, you can damn well bet that thing's gone instantly.
Yeah. A McCree, you get a McCree and a Widowmaker, that's about 4 shots.
Yep.
Because what's it, 600?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
You get a couple of Junkrat grenades into it.
Yeah, exactly.
Some Pharaoh rockets.
Yeah, and the thing is Los Angeles has they're one of the teams that has a good Pharah.
They do.
In hydration. And, hey, the Doomfist could come into play in this.
Yeah.
And I'm not fucking joking either, man.
No, absolutely not. And if Doomfist is a viable character, then the Gladiators are really set. But I think just in general, the map pool is the biggest advantage that the Gladiators have because pretty much every map except, I think it's the hybrids that they have trouble with.
Yeah, they have a little trouble with the hybrids.
No, it's it's the escort maps that they really have the hardest time with.
Yeah.
All the other ones, and they even have some of the escort maps are some of their better escort maps. But then, like, everything else, like, they have pretty high win rates on just about every map that's going into this pool.
Yeah.
Especially map 5.
Nepal.
Nepal.
I don't think they've lost. Did they lose on that?
I think they've lost like 1 game on Nepal.
Yeah. And they lost one in that. I think they tied the Mayhem.
You can't tie on
or not tied, was it that one?
I think they
lost to the Mayhem then.
Yeah, I think they lost 1 map on Nepal.
It was that weird at the end of stage 2.
That's right.
The Mayhem beat them on that, and they tied them in the first one. That's right. I knew there was a tie in there with the Gladiators somewhere.
Right.
Because I watched my team suffer. Anyway.
But yeah, that is going to be a huge advantage to this team because they are really, really good in Nepal.
Yeah.
And then with the meta changes, it's only going to make it even better situationally for them. So I really do think that Los Angeles is going to sneak into that spot. And
see, now this
I think it's going to be LA and Philly that are going to take those last two spots.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think, and also I think that the Gladiators are a team, you're going to see Shaz doing weird shit.
Yeah.
You want your Brigitte guy for that? I bet you he's their Brigitte, and they run solo healer with Big Goose playing Mercy.
I could see.
Or Moira.
Yeah, I could see something like that.
Well, like, so that, your main healer.
Yeah. And then they run like, I don't know, they can move,
Bishu?
Yeah. I was thinking Bishu would play for somebody else. But,
yeah,
they could they could move Bishu to...
Roadhog. Put Bishu on Roadhog and put...
You put Shaz on Brigitte?
Brigitte, yeah.
Yeah.
With the opportunity to switch to May if necessary.
Right. God.
And then switch to Tracer, and then switch to Widowmaker, and then... he's like
throw
me.
In some Doomfist, maybe some Sombra, who knows?
Yeah, he's like me. He just... all of a sudden he's like, this ain't working, I gotta try something else.
Right.
Okay, anyway. But this is like the chunk of the teams that have the most viable shot for the final playoffs. Yeah. Not the stage playoffs.
So yeah, I guess we do got to touch on San Francisco a little bit.
Stage playoffs, this team has a shot.
Yeah.
And a very good one at that.
Yeah. It's a really good young team. And if they can get some of their cohesion together, they could really make things interesting. And I think they could be the key to some of those lower teams getting in by beating some of the teams that they need. Yeah,
to get out of the way.
Yeah.
And the only thing that scares me about the Shock is their 9 Tracer players.
Yeah.
But Sinatra can play Zarya.
Yep.
We damn well know that.
Yes, we do.
But see, the thing is, you see more Baby Bay.
Yeah.
With the Widowmaker Pharah.
Yep.
Dante's great, but, I think you might see...
you can still go Dante Baby Bay. I could definitely see that. Or you go... we could see a lineup where you have Dante, Baby Bay, and Sinatra all playing at the same time. Yeah,
and then they have Nevix sit out, and you have Sinatra play off tank.
Right, and then you have...
I'm sure with his aim, he could play Roadhog.
Then you roll with Super. That's that's going to be kind of a question mark thing, is Super's a really good Winston, but we haven't really seen much of his, at least in the league. We have not seen much of his Reinhardt or his Orisa. So that's going to be kind of a question mark for them. Yeah. But I imagine he's probably pretty good at least one of those characters.
Yeah. He could play one of them, even if you had... Because I think they didn't run Nevix on Orisa before.
They might have. Yeah, I think they did.
I'm trying to think. Was it Nevix or was it... who was their main tank? I think Nomi might have played Roadhog, and I don't know. Yeah. It was so long ago, it seems like...
Right. And this team has gone through so many changes up to this point.
But they have a shot at making the playoffs, I think, in the stage.
Yes.
If they get all that stuff squared away, and, that's if Tracer goes away.
Right.
If Tracer doesn't go away and this Brigitte Doom Metal fucking meta doesn't work out, they're going to be up towards the top. They'll be top 4, I think, at the end of the stage.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Because some of these teams are going to get tight.
And they could be, like, as much as we praise Seoul... and thinking that they're going to have a bounce back stage, they could still falter just enough to miss the stage playoffs again.
Yeah. What'd they go? They went 6-4. They were just out by one game.
Right.
One before that, I think they lost. Would they lose 3? And they lost in a tiebreaker.
It could be that matchup against San Francisco that ends up taking them down.
Yeah, exactly. And, San Francisco, I'm liking their chances if there isn't the whole slowdown meta.
Yeah.
More. But I still think they have a decent shot anyway.
No, I think so too.
Because their supports are great.
Yeah. And they have crazy DPS.
And their DPS, you just don't see them play all this other stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the way the meta worked out. Like, we're trying to figure out what people are going to do without D.Va.
Right. Without D.Va and without Tracer,
because what's D.Va? 96% pick rate?
Yeah, and that has been consistent throughout every stage.
Yeah, even when you run with a Reinhardt,
Yeah, you still have a diva.
You still have a diva. I mean, that might be
now. We might see some more diva
Zarya. Diva and Zarya is a good combo. I like it.
Not diva Zarya. Zarya Reinhardt.
Zarya Reinhardt.
That combo is just crazy. And then you have so much CC, and you just alternate those.
Yeah,
that's devastating.
And then you have like a Junkrat or a McCree or a Widow or something. You know.
Well, you use the Zarya ult first.
Yeah.
The Reinhardt goes up and just hammers him, builds up his ult. Then he's got it
for the
next fight, and then Zarya goes in and uses her bombs or whatever, builds up her, and it just perpetuates back and forth like that.
Yeah, unless it's, guys like some of these guys in this league, like Sinatra and Spree, they have a Graviton every fight.
Right. Because they're just crazy people.
Yeah.
But that's going to wrap it up for that. But we do want to touch on the Supreme Court ruling that just came out today. It was like just a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
They made this ruling that New Jersey is allowed to have sports betting. It's unconstitutional. The federal law preventing sports betting is unconstitutional, which opens it up for states to have their own sports betting programs or whatever.
Right. So pretty much like Las Vegas.
Yes.
Or if like you guys are internet guys, it's like those offshore betting sites and things like that. Mm-hmm. But you could actually walk up to the teller.
Right.
Because every major city pretty much now in America has a casino.
Yep.
Or 2 or 3 or your horse racing tracks are going to have it too. Any place where you can put a bet in, and I'm sure there'll be new ones.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure any place that has a Keno or I mean that's an Ohio thing, but like I'm sure every state kind of has some kind of variation of like you go into the bar and you have your number ticket that you punch in, and it's going to be, mark my words, these things are going to show up within the next year. I think this more affects next year.
Yeah.
But because of it, I do think that we see when we get to the finals and stuff, I can guarantee you there's going to be people betting on the grand finals for this for this league.
And esports in general too, I think it's going to happen. And people don't think, outside of, I mean, you guys are listening to us, so you're into esports. This is something that globally, betting on CSGO, LOL tournaments, Overwatch League, Heroes of the Dorm, name your,
HGC, all that stuff. Yeah.
Even like the Smash Brothers, the fucking Mario bullshit that I don't play.
Yeah, Smash Brothers, you were right.
Smash Brothers, okay, yeah.
That's that's another huge tournament.
Right, I'm thinking Bash Brothers, I'm thinking Oakland Ace 1980s. Close enough. 2 big steroided guys with bats. Okay. Or 9 in that case. Plus the pitching staff. And the coaches. And the manager. And probably the owner. And the fans. Because it was Oakland and they're disgusting. Anyway, sorry to go on an Oakland rant, but it's going to be huge. And I'm looking to see if we have it for the Overwatch League finals.
Yeah. I will be, honestly, I'll be surprised if it's not there in some capacity.
Mid-July playoffs, like when the first rounds.
Because people, like, in the past, 3 or 4 hours, people have been scrambling, I'm sure, since that announcement happened.
They had their sites, on a hard drive somewhere. Fuck, put that thing in.
Yep, put it on. Get going. We got NBA finals coming up. We got hockey final. We got Stanley Cup playoff.
Go Vegas.
All these people are scrambling to get this stuff in before that starts, and then it's gonna be crazy.
Make some interesting things with the league.
Yeah, with this
all league, of these leagues,
with all the leagues and all major sports leagues.
I believe internationally, and someone can comment down on the bottom and help me out on this. I believe internationally you can bet on esports.
Yes.
Okay, because I didn't know too much about the international. I know in some places you can, or they do.
Because, there's major sports betting, we're one of the only countries that didn't allow it, honestly.
Well, we don't allow anything here.
Yeah, because that's what you have when you have a country based off of Protestants.
Yeah.
Hooray. Yeah. So this is going to be massive, and it's going to be really interesting for the league and kind of for the league going forward. And I think that could be another factor for getting some of these guys or some of these millionaires and stuff to buy in for new expansion teams and all of that. When they already when there's a league that's already established and then there's another possible revenue stream, oh, you can bet that they're going to be jumping all over that.
Yes, they are. And the one thing I am going to throw something out here is the leagues have to monitor this stuff.
Yes.
Hardcore. Because this is different than professional sports. Even 40 years ago in professional sports, these guys are doing stuff online. Mm-hmm. Your guys are playing games online. Guys are contacting them and chat things, text messages, all this stuff where things can get set up for bad shit to happen.
Yes.
And they need to monitor it. Like Overwatch or Blizzard, Riot, all of these companies.
Yeah.
When you're throwing I'm sure international money's huge. You start throwing some shady Americans in there, and these guys start getting together. I don't want anything bad to happen. Is what I want these guys to take care of this before it gets bad.
We don't need a Black Sox situation.
No, because I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Because, I've been going to Vegas. I lived in Vegas for 10 years, and I always loved, like, the parlay cards with football. I can't imagine, like, going on, like, a Wednesday and going, oh, like, they got Spitfire and Soul,
Right.
I'm going to take, whatever, and it's a 2-map different, it's got 3-1, whatever, it interested me from the start.
Yeah.
As soon as I started hearing about gambling on that, I'm like, someone's got to figure this out. Anyway, that's going to do it, guys. So, we are going to hit you with our first, previews for the week, our picks and all that good stuff. Don't forget to hit a like, a subscribe. Join us on our High Noon Pick'em, where we're going to be firing up for around stage 4. Mm-hmm. We didn't quite meet our goal at 200, and that's okay. We're going to still run it anyway, and
we do really appreciate all the subs that we did get, and let's try to build it up as much as we can, guys. We want to build this as a really good community to talk about the Overwatch League and esport, and maybe esports in general.
Yeah, if some of you guys want to come in and talk with us about, more stuff, hey, we played other games too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I watched Heroes of the Dorm. I watched a couple of matches.
Yeah.
But, we like some other stuff.
For sure. I'd be more than willing to get into if I can find some other people that really enjoy, like, watching League and CSGO and stuff like that, I'd be willing to give it a shot.
Yeah.
And we would love to build a community of just esports fans in general.
So, and we're also going to start doing more interactive stuff with you guys.
Yeah.
Our schedules are different than they were before, whereas we missed a lot of stuff. And we worked, Cal and I worked together in real life. And we both are in a situation where we went into different departments where we worked, and we're not getting out of work at 11:30.
Right.
Where we're trying to watch matches at 11:30 to 1 o'clock in the morning. We're getting out a lot earlier now, so we can digest some of the stuff and, maybe get on after the matches and get you guys in there and get interactive with you.
Yeah.
And talk about, hey, what went on today? Instead of, trying to do it 4 days later. You get with you guys right away.
Yeah, we're really pushing to try to be able to do that as much as possible.
Yeah. And we're
definitely going to be doing that for the playoffs and stuff like that for sure.
Yeah, we're not going to stop what we're doing.
Oh yeah, no.
Sure, we're still going to keep doing this shit.
We're going to bring you more.
Yep. Anyway, that's going to be it, guys. See you guys Wednesday for the start of Stage 4. You guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks a lot for all your support. Hit us on social media. All the links are down below. See you later.
Later, guys.